The art of allowing, how to allow everything that you want to attract into your life without having any resistance to it, because that's our biggest problem. We got all these limiting beliefs and we got all these ways we're blocking what we want from coming into our life. So let me invite you into 7 things that you can let go of that will create what you want. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into it. Number 1, the art of allowing is the practice and the art and the way of life of allowing the true stream of well-being of the entire universe, of the abundance of the universe, to flow through you and to flow through your life unrestricted, without constraint, without blocking it, without the ways that we get in the way. Because think about this. Wayne Dyer said that ego is edging God out. You think about it, God, the universe, whatever word you want to use. Alan Watts said you don't get wet by the word water, and it's true. But whatever word you want to use for the consciousness, the energy, the God, the source, the vibration, the universe, whatever word, think about it. It's perfect, it's abundant, it creates things with so much joy and ease. It created us from this tiny little protoplasm to show up, and like you have the color eyes that you have and you have the color hair that you have, and it all came from this little tiny protoplasm. And the universe and nature is so abundant. The rain falls, I'm here in Hawaii, and it's just like, this is the perfect example of like the natural sustainability and resourcefulness of the universe. When you're out here, you see the rain come down and there's all these things that grow from the trees, and it's just like, it's so abundant naturally. But the ways that we get in the way of the abundance of Earth is what? Human beings, we just like, we're fracking, we're leaving plastic everywhere, and there's plastic and it's destroying and acidifying the oceans, and there's so much pollution in them, and it's destroying the atmosphere, and etc., etc. That's how we destroy the abundance of the earth. But think about how we destroy the abundance of the rest of our lives. We think we're not good enough for money, and we like find ways to sabotage our relationship, and like we have all these ways we get in the way too. Ego is edging God out, the perfection of the universe. And so what I invite you to consider, literally consider that the universe is perfect and will perfectly manifest what you want in your life if you can just get out of the way of resisting and blocking. If any of that comes up, it's just subconscious programming. It's not a big deal. You can download my free success hypnosis down below, jakeshypnosis.com, to reprogram those thoughts and those patterns. On to step number 2. Number 2, well-being flows from every single particle in the entire universe. Think about this. Every particle at the most basic level, whether it's the couch, or whether it's the wall, or whether it's money, or whether it's your body or your computer, when you look under a most powerful microscope, powerful enough microscope, what you'll find is that every single thing is energy. Now, we used to have the Newtonian view of physics, which was that like matter was reality, and matter was in energy was just like this like kind of random effect that moved through the universe, but matter was reality. But then Albert Einstein comes along and he's like, E equals mc squared. E equal mc squared was basically that energy is one and the same with matter. At the real core, energy is actually making up matter. And he goes so far as to say that particles don't create other particles. All particles exist by virtue of a force, of a source. That there's one originating substance, the universe, one causal substance of all the energy and vibration. And all the physical things that we see with our limited little physical eyes are actually just different variations of that one substance, of that one energy form. It's like different frequencies of a radio. It's all just different frequencies of sound. Well, we're all just different frequencies of sound and light, of energy. And it's in all these different forms. And all our eyes are really doing is perceiving different fluctuations of light. It's one light in a bunch of different fluctuations. In the universe, there's no green, there's no blue, there's just different variations of vibration and frequency of light. And that's what's happening, you know? And so when we grasp an idea of that, It's like this one source, whether it's God, universe, whatever you want to call it, energy, it's good, it's abundant, it's love, it's joy, it's naturally perfect in every way, shape, and form. And when we grasp that and we really accept that idea, it's like, that's what I am. That's the true essence of what you are. You come from abundance. You come from abundance. And so there's no reason to doubt, to lack any. It's just the way that our culture has conditioned us to get us to buy things we don't need and think we're not good enough, so we buy into unnecessary consumerism of things we can't take with us, and we forget that we're this abundant being, and that's what I invite you to remember. Number 3, everything that you want already exists. Yeah, I said it. Think about it. Everything that you want already exists. If everything in the universe is energy, if that's the premise that you and I view reality from, is that everything in this physical universe is a different emanation, a different frequency, a different variation, a different density of energy, then that being so, everything that you want already exists. Now, the most basic and practical way to look at it is your dream house already exists. It does. Why does it already exist? Because the building space for it to exist already exists. And for most people, the house is probably already built too. It just hasn't come into your ownership or my ownership yet. And if it's not, then all the raw materials to build it already exist. All the space on planet Earth, we're not going to get more continents that are going to pop up in the next 5 minutes that are going to create the space. It's already here. It's already here. All the money you want is already exists. There's so much money in the world that it's actually deflating in value every single day. And it's like everything you want already, your soulmate already exists, your dream job already exists, your dream business, your dream career, all of it already exists. It's just that we're so focused on the absence of it that we don't recognize it, and we have a part of our brain called the RAS, the reticular activating system, that is actually conditioned and programmed to whatever our dominant thoughts, intentions, and actions are RAS, because there's billions of bits of information happening at every single second. Like right now it's raining. There's little drops going out. If I really focus outside and I look out onto my property, there's birds coming by. You know, you may even hear some thunder. There's a lot. I'm in a thunderstorm right now. There's all these different information pieces happening, and if I let myself, I could focus on those, but then I wouldn't be present with the most important thing. So my RAS makes my primary intention and focus the thing that my brain gives most of its energy that it consumes and directs towards this task. Now yours does it with you listening to this, with whatever it is going on with your life, and with your biggest thoughts and beliefs and intentions in your life. And so when you grasp that and you start focusing on how everything you want already exists, guess what? You start to see it. Has that ever happened to you before? Where it's like you start thinking about something and then you notice it. You start to see it in your life. You change your thoughts about it, you get a plan for it, you get inspired for it, and then all of a sudden it starts showing up. But then when you weren't focused on it, it wasn't there. Everything you want already exists. Comment that down below. Everything I want already exists. Let's start a chain of people that are starting to grasp that there are so many possibilities beyond what our limited eyes and they only see a little bit of visible light. Just beyond that, there's so many more amazing things awaiting us in this beautiful life. Number 4, to allow is that your thoughts and beliefs match your desires. Now, one of our biggest obstacles to creating what we want is we desire this thing over here, but our thoughts and beliefs are all the way over here. We desire more money, but all we are is focused on the absence of it. The government's taxing it too much. My boss doesn't like me. I don't have a college degree. I'm too old. I'm too young. You know, haven't you seen all the way it's always been? Those are our thoughts and beliefs, but what we swear is, I want more money, or like your soulmate, and then all of a sudden we're all over here, we're thinking there's no good guys, there's no good girls. Oh, they're either good looking or they're really cool and deep, but I can't find both at the same time. It's either that they're like really cool person and they're not attractive, or they're really attractive and they're not. And our thought and our beliefs and the words that we're speaking are so opposite of what we want. But if you remember, you have a RAS, reticular activating system. It hears that. It focuses on the things that you're thinking and believing, not on the reality that you want. And so so we get programmed that way to continuously attract what we don't want into our life. To allow is your thoughts and beliefs are matching. So the question is, what are your thoughts about what you want? What are your thoughts about what's possible? What are your thoughts about the reality that we live in and the reality that you want to create? Because when you have your thoughts and your beliefs match your true desires, it's a natural process to create what you want. It's like, it's a no-brainer. It's just going to happen. Now you're going to have to put in work. It may take some time, but it will show up because thoughts and beliefs are matching true desires. Number 5, write down all the resistance thoughts that you have to what you want. Just write them down. I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too stupid, I didn't get good enough grades, I did bad on my SATs, I've always made not enough money, the government sucks, they're taxing me too much, I hate my boss, there's no opportunities for me where I live. Write them all down, and when you write them down, you'll start to notice them and see them in your life because it's like recognizing an old friend. So write down your resistant thoughts. Number 6, your emotions are how you tell whether you're on course or off course towards what you want. You've got your core desire over here, soulmate, more money, manifesting my dream job, my dream life, this and this, whatever it is that you want, it's over here, but then your thoughts and your desires are over here. Now, what creates your emotions? Your emotions are created by your thoughts and feelings. Every time you have a thought, what happens is you fire nerve cells, brain cells, that send your electrical impulse through your nervous system. That electrical impulse is called your emotion. Emotion, energy in motion. Energy in motion, my emotion. What is my emotions? My emotions is my energy state, my energy frequency, which is created by my thoughts, feelings, and actions, my perceptions, the ways that I'm viewing reality, the meaning and not meaning that I'm giving to things. That's creating my emotions. And I can recognize by the way that I feel, you can recognize by the way that you feel whether your thoughts and feelings are in alignment with what you want. Remember, if your thoughts are over here, but your desires are over here, yo, hang loose, bro. Just kidding. But your thoughts and your desires are over, your thoughts are over here and your desires are over here. They're not a match. They need to be a match. And so I can tell whether I'm a match or not based off of my emotions. And at any moment I have free will to think a different thought, to believe a different thing, to put my focus on a different place that's in alignment with what I want. Then I'm in the frequency, the vibration, the energy of what I want, and I start to see the possibilities, the opportunities, and the ways to attract it into your life. It's that simple. Use our emotions as our guidance system, and if it gets you off track, download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, and use that as a signal to start to train you into a different energy frequency. Number 7, focus on the presence and not the absence of what you want. Everything is 2 things, what we want and what we don't want, right? We can focus on what we want or the absence of it. What's going to create resistance thoughts? I really desire this thing in my life, but here's how it's not possible. I'm just being logical. I'm just being rational about it. You know, I'm just being logical. No. Everything is what we want or what we don't want. And at any moment you can decide, we can decide right now from this day forward, I'm going to focus on what I want. The possibilities, the prosperity, the abundant. Look for prosperity, look for love, look for happiness. Count all the ways that you see it in reality in your everyday life that you might not have noticed before. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com talking about the art of allowing. If this speaks to you, download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com. And I've got a really cool thing. We just finished creating it called the reprogram. It's a piece of software that's designed in order to start stimulating the brain in new ways, to rewire the brain so that our brain is a reflection of what we want, and we can use that to really harness the law of attraction and harness the creative forces of the universe to attract what we want. You can demo it down below. It's thesecondmind.com, thesecondmind.com. Press the subscribe button. You'll see a bell notification in the corner. Hit that because that's what's actually going to notify you when new videos are coming out. See you on the next video. I'm in Maui. Let me know where in the world you are coming from. I'm in a thunderstorm and I'm wishing you a beautiful day.